Hello, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to MLM. And last time we completed the maize and we looked at palm kernel as well. But today I want to show you opportunities for beginners in the oil and gas sector. Yes, of course, we know that the oil and gas sector is very capital intensive, and that's why a lot of people cannot get into it, especially young people like you and I. But what if there is a way that you can come in small that gives you the opportunity to start building capital? Well, I'm glad to inform you that there is a way, and that's exactly what we'll be looking at in this video. But before then, I need you to fasten your seatbelt in preparation for takeoff. If you have not subscribed, this will be the right time to hit that button and turn on your notifications so that you'll be the first to see when we post valuable content. Now, before we dig into the oil and gas, let me quickly answer one of the questions that came in last week. Somebody asked, what if they don't have enough money to take them through the maize farming stages? Now, if you fall within that category, my advice to you would be, number one, from the onset, get like-minded people. They can be friends, they can be acquaintances, can be relations. Come together and get your land in one place. Why do you need to do that? Number one, it gives you the opportunity to be each other's keeper, right? When you consider the fact that you're not going to be at a farm at the same time. So it gives you the opportunity to have an eye looking over your farm for you even when you're not there. Number two, it helps you form a cluster. And in this instance, that would be maize cluster, right? This is very valuable before the bank. So the bank sees a cluster as a very important collateral. So remember, you already have an off-taker and now you are a cluster. The bank will be more than happy to give you funding, right? So, but these funds, I must warn you, they most likely will not come to you directly. Rather, the bank will prefer to give the money, like pay directly to your vendors, like your tractor supplier, like the person giving you tractor, the company giving you tractor services. The bank would like to pay them directly. Your pesticide supplier, your fertilizer supplier, the banks will be more comfortable in most instances to pay directly to these people. But then that shouldn't be a challenge because your interest from the onset was in getting these things done so that you can get your harvest and of course recoup your money. Also, these are low interest rate funding from the bank, but they like to have an understanding with your off-taker. What is this understanding? That the payment for your products will come through them, because this gives them the opportunity to take back the money they gave to you, and of course the rest will be your profit. The number three importance of coming together as a cluster is that it gives you the opportunity to hire mechanized services like tractor, like planters, like boom sprayers, like or what have you, which is cheaper and faster. I remember in the last video, we recommended manual because we were looking at people who are doing 1 hectare. But now you're coming together, say 30 hectares. A mechanized option would be your best bet, right? Now, having said this, I need you to jump in. Let's look at the oil and gas sector. Now, to begin with, the oil and gas sector is divided into 3 sectors, or as some people would like to say, 3 subsectors. So you have the upstream, you have the midstream, you have the downstream. So the upstream will include activities like exploration, like drilling, pretty much anything you do to dig out the crude oil or the products from the ground. The midstream activities will include moving this product from the drilling points to the refining points. So you have shipping, you have pipelines in this sector, while the downstream pretty much includes refining and making it available to the end users. So you have refineries, you have depots, you have filling stations, you have tankers, drivers in this category. So for the purpose of this video, my attention is in one aspect of the downstream sector, and I'm basically looking at the things that you can do with little or no money that will get you to start making money in the oil and gas sector. Now, did you know that freelancing marketing has become a money spinner in the oil and gas sector? Oh no. Now, what do I mean by that? Before the millennium, we had just few depot owners and fewer filling station owners. And the meaning of this is that the owners of these installations could afford to make shakara because you had massively more demand than supplies. Now, in the last decade, there has been massive inflow of players into these sectors, into the depot, into the tank farm, into the filling station, and this has created a significant amount of competition. Now, how does this affect us? The depot owners will appreciate anyone who can bring buyers to them because of the competition that now exists. So what this means is that you bring a buyer to come buy from a particular depot, the depots will pay you commissions. And these commissions usually range from 10 kobo to 20 kobo or more, depending on the policies of each of those depots. Now, that sounds trivial, doesn't it? Yes, so 10 kobo, 20 kobo. But then when you look at the fact that each tanker you see on the road carries at least 45,000 liters and above, you begin to see that if you can sell 20 trucks in a month, you are sure of at least 200,000 naira as commissions, right? Now, the reality is that the way the oil and gas sector is configured, you can actually sell 20 trucks in one day. Yes, you heard me right. But of course, that will be dependent on the customer base that you build. Now, if you know that there is a possibility that you could make 1 million naira in a month, wouldn't you jump at it? Yes, you can. And that's exactly what you would do. But then I need you to understand that it will not just be as easy as walking into a filling station and telling them to come and buy. Oh no. There are skills and strategies involved or required to get these things done. And that's exactly what I'll be focusing on in the next video, where I'll be taking you through step by step, strategy by strategy on how you can start mobilizing people to the depot of your choice so that you can start making money from the oil and gas. And that's why I would have to tell you to subscribe if you haven't done so and turn on your notifications so that you'll be the first to know when we dish this out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Check out other videos in this channel. Just hit the button and subscribe.